Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Gorilla Blood Radio. My name is Daniel Correa, and as always, I am here. I gotta give you a new nickname, because the Advocating Jew thing, that was a long time ago. And I don't know, should we keep the Advocating Jew nickname? That's Scott NDX in New York City.
You can call me the Hebrew Hammer.
That just sounds like a really bad porn name.
Probably is.
I don't know. Whatever. I'm still not calling you the Hebrew Hammer, though.
But I got you to say it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, true. I gotta come up with something else. And I can't call you the King of Queens.
Because I'd punch you when I see you.
Probably. I don't know. I don't know. Sorcerer of the Subway. I don't know.
I'm not a homeless man.
I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming off a bit of a cough here, so every time I laugh, I start to cough.
This is going to be the flu-ridden episode of Gorilla Blood.
Yeah, because Scott was just sick here, too, the past few days, apparently. So, yeah, he said something about just being able to taste food or something off air to me. So.
Yeah, you finally taste food again.
So.
Which is really important to a fat guy.
Yeah. Even to a slightly overweight guy. So, just saying. I love bacon and hamburgers.
Thank you, Bruce.
And all that good stuff. Yeah, I know.
You eat that shit even though you don't have a gallbladder?
Yeah, so far I've had no issues.
Damn, man. I feel bad for my coworker now because she had hers ripped out and, anything with fat in it kills her. Literally.
Oh, man.
She'll drop dead if they really wanted to.
No, I was cleared. I was cleared back to whatever. They said watch what you eat, but most of the time I watch what I eat go right into my mouth and into my stomach.
As you should.
So far I've had no problems with anything. I mean, like my thought was gonna be like acidic stuff because I know the same situation happened with my mom. She had hers removed, and she has to make sure like pasta sauces and things like that, or even the secret sauce, the spread sauce or whatever from Big Macs or In-N-Out Burger or something. That gives indigestion, and so far I've been lucky enough to not have indigestion or anything like that from or acid reflux or whatever from it. So thank God, I'm happy.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate in that instance. But man, yeah, I just got back from Texas. Which, that's why we weren't on last week, for those of you guys who didn't hear the previous week's show, and I gave you a fair warning that we weren't going to be here. So, yeah, I got back. It's fun seeing my nephew, dude. I love my nephew. I miss him. He's only been gone for a couple months, but still. He's awesome. He loves playing video games, and... Dude, okay. I gotta ask you a question, because I am a chicken when it comes to, horror and all that kind of stuff when it comes. I've just recently have I started getting into watching more of that kind of stuff. My nephew, my is going to be 6 years old in October. He loves that game Five Nights at Freddy's. You ever played that? You ever played that game?
Nope.
You know what it is?
Yep.
Okay.
I work with kids. Come on.
Yeah, you would think so. Okay. For a 5-year-old to want to play that game and basically know everything about it is kind of scary, considering, I don't know, I was an adult when I saw certain movies, and I'm like, God damn, I didn't sleep. And I know it's a movie. But this little guy, man, he freaking loves that shit. So, I don't know. You probably have a bunch of kids at the school that are playing it or something, or talking about it, yeah?
Oh, no, they always want to talk about, Chucky and shit like that.
That just seems so weird, dude. I don't know if it's just me being a chicken shit, or just the generation now is just a little bit more desensitized.
Chicken shit.
No, I don't know.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I grew up on rated R films. That includes horror films.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't.
Into horror films, but I could have watched them if I wanted to.
See, I was
more of an action guy.
I was sheltered.
Oh no, you're probably letting normal human life. Most people shouldn't be letting their kids watch, movies like that, but they do.
Yeah, and please, 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 please don't take your kids to go see the Suicide Squad at night on the first couple of nights, please. That's like the worst thing ever when you're a fan of stuff and you want to go see it, and then all of a sudden you have like 8-year-olds running around the movie theater. Please don't. Just send them to bed at a decent hour.
What the fuck movie theater are you going to that you have children running around there?
Oh, dude, every time I go to a movie that's like after 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night, it drives me nuts because there's always one parent that brings like a 5-year-old. And they just don't give a shit, and they let their kid run around the theater, and then eventually we have to get them ejected. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a pain in the ass. I don't know why.
California fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. It's annoying. And I just don't get it, especially when the movie's, like, super violent. I'm like, why would you bring your kids to this anyway in the first place? But, so, I don't know. But, yeah. California kind of sucks for that, but, have you actually seen some of the shit from that Five Nights at Freddy's? I know it's a little. I mean, they've had like 5 fucking games now.
I really give no fucks about it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of jump scares. It's not really like horror like a Resident Evil.
Horror games are these days.
Yeah, it's not like how Resident Evil was, where it's like, oh my god, you got to figure out all this plot and shit and all the scariness of that. But yeah, it's fucking jump scares. I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. My freaking nephew loves playing that game, and my sister was like, I have no idea what the hell it is. I'm like, really? Really?
Yeah, that's good parenting.
Yeah, well, she knows the game, but she didn't know it was like the jump scares and the horror stuff because she buys the merch for him, and it's all plushy, and it's all cute. So, that's how they...
You have to research into the shit that they're watching.
Yeah, so... But, yeah.
That's just lazy parenting right there. It's like, that mechanical robot that's broken down and missing its arms is fucking cute in plush form. That must mean it's okay.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. She doesn't know.
Like, did that sound right to you?
Nope.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like, take 10 minutes out of your day to play the game with the kid and realize...
It's funny because...
I don't think so.
Which is funny because knowing my sister, she would play it, get scared, laugh, and then let him play it again and watch him get scared and laugh. Knowing my sister. So...
Okay, you know what? As long as she understands what he's getting into, though.
Knowing her... Now that...
Shit scared out of them, and you're going to laugh at him getting scared, that's one thing.
Yeah.
But since you're going, that was a part of the game. Well, whose fucking fault is that?
Yeah, now she knows and she laughs. I'm guessing she would laugh. So, but I'd explain.
Sister, I just say that about parents.
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's funny because I explained it. I don't know why, but I've had a fascination with it. I've never played it before in my life. I swear to God, I've never played it. Not once have I ever downloaded it, played it online. Never. I have a fascination with the game only because of watching YouTube videos and conspiracy theory type things and explaining storylines, because it's kind of like Saw for me. Saw was one of those movies where I watched it the first thing and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, it freaked me out. But then as you start watching all the movies, you see the convoluted timeline and story going throughout all of the movies, and you go, holy shit, this is actually well crafted if you can get around the blood, guts, and gore. So it's honestly, it's a similar thing with this Five Nights at Freddy's, according to a lot of the conspiracy theory videos I'm watching on the storyline, and I'm like, this is kind of intricate for a game where you're just a security guard at a Chuck E. Cheese ripoff. So, you know. Kind of cool.
Yeah, people are overthinking these things.
But it's fun, and it wastes a lot of time, and hey, we spent almost 8 minutes talking about it, so hey! And no more today.
The show's over.
No more today, because, shoot, now we got 2 weeks of the Cruiserweight Classic to talk about. Holy shit.
We got 2 weeks of NXT to cover, too.
Holy shit, that was a lot of stuff, man.
And we didn't even talk about the first, Raw of the new era, supposedly.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about all that much shit, man. We're freaking lagging, dude. What's up with us?
We have, so much wrestling to talk about. All of a sudden, this might be a wrestling show again.
Yeah, holy shit. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to say congratulations to Rhino. For those of you guys who don't know, Right.
Rhino got his job on SmackDown by goring the shit out of Heath Slater twice.
That.
Won some sort of election in Michigan. I don't know.
Yeah, Rhino, the man behind Rhino, the man behind the Man Beast, I guess that's the way you want to call it. He is running for the Michigan 15th House District, and he won the Republican primary by 56 votes. That's a close fucking election. That's kind of cool. So,
that's essentially like 70 people probably just flipped the coin.
Yeah. So he
just came up more.
Yeah, he said that he ran against two different people. According to the article here from M Live, I'm guessing that means Michigan Live. He ran against two people in the primary election for a spot on the ballot, and during that process, he was on SmackDown spearing Heath Slater. So it's kind of funny how that worked out. So
now that's how you fucking run for office.
Yeah, and here's the fun part. The position, I swear to God, dude, I need to freaking get into politics, because I swear to God, my job and your job probably doesn't pay this much. If you want the 15th district seat in the House for Michigan, to represent Michigan, you will make $71,685.
A year?
Annually, yep.
Dude, I'm running for office.
Holy shit, man. Jeez Louise. That's kind of...
I just wonder if, like, his catchphrase was, like, I will tackle problems head on.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So congrats to Rhino for that. Also, too, I just seen your thing in the chat. Yeah, dude. WWE is just letting the superstars go, man. When people talk shit about them, and just say, "Okay, go ahead, just keep it clean as best as possible," but you can go back at people. And the most recent one was Baron Corbin.
That makes it entertaining.
They have to be backing off, because go ahead, you can read the Baron Corbin one, which just happened the other day.
All right, so hey, Baron Corbin, WWE, you're a professional wrestler. Lift some weights or do a sit-up. Good God. #SDLive. #overrated. And Caesar Scorpio, it's your fault. It's your girl's fault she keeps bringing cookies over late at night.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. I would have probably come back with star YOU''RE, and that's it. Because the person made the grammatical error with the your, and I'm an ass like that, so I'm a grammar Nazi. So, oh well. So, yeah, dude, it's so funny to see that shit. And you know what? I had a conversation at the restaurant last night. I went out for dinner with some of my friends. Had a conversation with another patron at the restaurant about Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho and AJ. All these guys talking shit online. It was really funny. Just being talking to somebody else randomly that I don't even know. Like, I've seen him a couple times there because he's a regular. But yeah, it was just really funny talking. All those guys talking shit, and he's like, "Oh my God, Kevin Owens should be the champion right now. Like, there's nobody better in WWE than Kevin Owens." And we're talking about how Owens does likes to mess with people online, but then there's the other one the other day where Kevin Owens like stands next to Sami Zayn as he's draped over the middle rope and gives a thumbs up for people to take pictures and stuff. So I thought that's pretty funny. So, all right. So round one is in the books of the CWC.
And we got 2 weeks to talk about 8 matches, 3 live.
Yes. All right.
So why don't you go do the work and get those results up?
I have the results, but I don't have them in the right order, because I have round one and who won and who lost, and then I have who they're facing in round two. So I don't officially. I'm gonna go through here and make sure I know which ones are what. So I know over a week ago, we did get to see Harp Sierra and Drew Gulak. And Gulak wound up taking the victory. Gulak, man, that guy is like Dean Malenko, man.
Alright, let me see if I got it through WrestlingInc.com. Let's see if they put it in order.
Yeah, because I got the brackets from them.
Load, damn you, load! Sorry, put it in order. Alright, so starting with Tyson Dukes and Zack Sabre Jr. in a hell of a ground game match.
Yep. You know what? Honestly, it was a good match, but it was one of those things where I'm like, I guess because in my head, I blew up Zack Sabre Jr. to be a lot better than that. I think he could do much better.
I was actually disappointed we didn't get more out of Dukes.
Yeah, that's true.
I really liked what he was putting out in there, and it was kind of like the Zack Sabre Jr. show, and then, oh, hey, look, he did a move.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, everybody's picking Zack Sabre Jr. to win, so. You
I don't think it's someone else.
Maybe. You never know.
All right. Then we saw Drew Gulak versus Harv Sira.
Of the Bollywood.
Was fun to watch.
Dude, seriously, he's like the straightforward Dean Malenko personality, and he just basically can turn you into a goddamn pretzel.
He looks like a wrestler from the 1970s.
He looks like...
no knee pads and just the tights.
Yeah, it's just, straight up, almost to a point where it, like, Russian, like, I must break you kind of crap. Like,
honestly, Bob Backlund came to mind.
That's nice. Okay. All right.
If you think about it, just to kind of the stance, we hunched over a little, the arms always out, ready to fucking grab someone.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I can see that.
He just has this vibe of, like, I will snap you.
Okay.
This was a surprisingly good match that followed. Anthony Bennett and Tony Nese.
Dude, Tony Nese is awesome. And Bennett didn't do too bad. Bennett was, he's the crazy dude with the high top, whatever, kid and play haircut.
Kid and play that don't play.
Yeah.
You know what? Nese looked really good. I've always liked Nese ever since I saw him at an indie show like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. And I had no idea who the fuck he was. He pulled out some moves and I went, I'm going to remember your name.
Yeah.
You know? Bennett, he was a little too playful at times, but towards the end of the match, he was really something impressive to watch. Plus, even though he got really hit hard at one point and looked like they were about ready to throw up the X, he still took the finishing move and went with it, and then, to me, shows professional.
Yeah, he finished out the match. I was like, yeah, oh crap, what the hell's going on? Oh shit. And then, yeah.
And he's just perched up there, and then all of a sudden, 450 splash, the guy took the pin, and, you know, it was a weird ending to a good match. Yeah,
well, and shoot, Tony Nese showed up this past week on that 450 splash, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
Talk about this week's CWC in a bit.
Yeah,
because it offered us a match of the year candidate finally.
Yeah,
we got our first match of the year candidate and a match that almost stole the show from that match.
And a match that was a glorified stinker as well.
Oh God!
So
it was bad. I told you it was gonna be one horrible.
Yeah, that will be on Botchamania for sure.
That was a horrible match. We'll discuss that. Why we think that, but yeah, I'm gonna always tout the talent of Tony Nese.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a wasted opportunity by TNA right there, and I hope the E realizes that this guy's gonna be great for your cruiserweight division and brings him in as one of their first stars.
Mm-hmm.
Now the main event was really interesting because I have never heard of this guy, and everyone knows this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Raul Mendoza wrestled the Brian Kendrick.
I love the fact that he's like looking like he's trying to be a psychopath. It's really funny.
Yeah, they call him the post-apocalyptic warrior or something like that.
I don't know.
It's like, I don't know. Brian Kendrick losing his shit doesn't seem too weird to me.
No, not at all.
So him coming out, you know, wrestling in a very strategically evil way worked, but something about this match got Mendoza over huge. Yeah,
I mean it was fun to watch. Kendrick ends up going over. Of all things, it was a freaking bully choke. Like that's something you don't see anymore.
I know. I like the fact that Mendoza's very high flying, very high impact, and fast as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was scary fast at times. Like, he was pulling out moves like, wait, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Go back. And, Kendrick was playing a more grounded game. Strikes, submissions, heel tactics that worked really well.
Yeah, you don't need to be high flying, especially him now being one of the older competitors in the tournament.
Like 37?
I know, but still, I mean, Tajiri's older than him, I think, by a couple years. But
and he can still go.
But yeah, he can still go too. But yeah, for Kendrick being the younger guy, he's going to be a little bit slower than everybody else just by age. Just going based on age, I mean, experience-wise, now he's using that experience edge on the ground on mat-based stuff.
And I think that really produced an interesting match because Mendoza, I love when styles clash.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to see how they work because two high flyers are going to do great things together. You know that.
Yeah.
But when you get a high flyer against a ground-based wrestler who's just going to pretty much brawl the fuck out of you, how is the high flyer going to counteract that? Can the brawler stay in pace with the high flyer so the match doesn't look like a crap fest?
And that's why a lot of UFC matches are crap and people boo a lot at UFC because when you get a wrestler with a boxer or a wrestler with a striker, the wrestler gets the guy down and just holds him down and it's just boring. So,
like Brock Lesnar.
Pretty much, yeah. He can throw hands a little bit, but he tries. He converts back to wrestling.
That fucking match with Mark Hunt was shit.
Yeah, and now all the problems with the positive test and
which Vince don't give a fuck about. God, as much as I don't want to see him and Randy Orton wrestle, if Orton wins that fucking match, I'd feel a little better.
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, so.
To another
last week's Cruiserweight Classic, another good episode.
Yeah, another solid show. Really, there hasn't been a really bad match. I mean, there'd been a couple of spots that were a little botched or a little screwed up. But up until last night, we didn't have one, and we did have one last night, unfortunately. So. All
right, so if you want to start off, go ahead.
I believe the first match on that one was Jason Lee out of Hong Kong against the smooth stylings of Rich Swann.
Yes.
Oh my god, dude. That match was fun.
It was.
And, okay, remember how I told you a few weeks ago I saw Jason Lee against Ho Ho Lun?
Yes.
Okay. After seeing both of them wrestle now, who's better?
Jason Lee.
See, that's what irritates me about that Ho Ho Lun wound up winning his match.
Oh, God. Lee should be in this position right now.
Yeah.
Lun should not be in the second round.
Yeah, exactly. And,
oh, God. That was horrible.
So, but Rich Swann, man, that guy, he can turn it on, but Lee... For Rich Swann to do the standing Frankensteiner while Lee was perched on the top rope, or the middle rope, dude, that's nice.
It was a fun opening contest. And what I like is that the crowd had already seen 3 hours of wrestling and was still into it.
Yeah, that was the best part about that. And then also, too, remember how I said Tony Nese showed up on this episode? Yeah, Tony.
Not by much, but it was a much more impressive 450 splash.
Yeah, Tony Nese did a regular 450, like everybody knows, off the top rope. Rich Swann did basically a triple jump, kind of like, the Olympic style, but he's did it in one spot. He's jumping once, jumping twice, and then 450 from the mat. Standing 450, essentially.
Now, I want to tell you something.
Holy shit.
I've seen Rich Swann in person once.
Yeah.
I pissed him off.
Nice.
So good. But then I saw that 450 splash in person. I thought it was stupid at first when I heard about it. Oh, man, he jumps up and down over and over again. What the?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's pretty.
Yeah, it was really cool to see. I mean, just, yeah.
I'm telling you, when they signed Rich Swann, I actually got very happy.
Yeah.
I think if you're going to sign a guy who's got a lot of years ahead of him, that's very athletic, and can do that shit.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you have a star for you in your Cruiserweight division.
Exactly, yeah. I think they're... somebody said...
I'm telling you, I have a feeling that, yes, he was coming back from an injury, that's why we haven't seen him on NXT too often, or he'd probably be on every week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, because of this, I feel that this is a vehicle for him. I don't think he'll win,
No.
but I think this is a vehicle to show people who the fuck Rich Swann is.
Yeah. He's turning a lot of heads already. I mean, with one match, dude. One match.
I know, and he's just entertaining as all hell.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely.
He's chance of all night long.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty funny. Let's see. Next match there was the that clusterfuck match that we were alluding to earlier.
And this was a shit stain on a near perfect show.
Yeah. Gerv Sira, the other Bollywood boy.
Actually was pretty interesting and entertaining.
Yeah, he kind of
I liked him.
He threw out like the Hollywood blonde camera roll thing a couple too many times for me. But Noam Dar, the Scottish Israeli guy, yeah, this disappointing because they hyped up Noam Dar a lot in the bracketology, and I just it was a botch fest, man. They screwed up off and on. There's nothing really good to say about this match, really. I mean, it just did not look good at all. And the worst part about this match in particular is where it was located in the bracket. Because Noam Dar went over Gerv Sira. But Noam Dar now has to face Ho Ho Lun. Yeah. So that makes it even worse. So yeah, I don't know about that, how that's gonna go. Yeah, any thoughts?
I thought this match was horrible.
Yeah. It just did not look good at all. Really the best thing I can say about it without really going into.
Gerv Sira was not bad.
Yeah,
completely.
No,
he had entertaining moments. Makes me actually want to see them hire the Bollywood boys as a tag team.
Which would be fine. I'd be okay with that. See where they go. I mean, they may never get as anywhere bigger than the Shining Stars do in just job, but still.
Yeah, tag team's a tag team.
Exactly. So yeah, Noam Dar went over. The next match was what Scott would determine as trying to steal the show. Fabian Eichner, Jack Gallagher. Oh my God, sign both of these guys now.
Yes. I know I said that 2 weeks ago about what was it? Cedric Alexander and whoever he wrestled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Gallagher should be on the roster, and Fabian Eichner should too, because you don't realize the dude looks pretty jacked at what, 5'9", 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, he's one of those.
203 pounds.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's just barely under the weight limit.
And he did a triple jump moonsault.
Yeah, that was pretty sick.
He sprungboard into the ring. He sprungboard onto the top rope in the corner from the outside, jumped to the other corner's ring rope, and then did a moonsault.
Yeah.
You're sitting there going,
yeah, total lucha.
Fuck you, man! You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, total lucha libre move, and I mean, the guy who looks, I mean,
he's a giant white dude.
I saw when I first saw him. My first thought was like, he kind of reminds me of Mike Modest, or you remember? I don't know if you remember Mike Modest from back on the Beyond the Mat kind of thing, way back when.
Actually, I won't lie. I watched that clip not too long ago.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Mike Modest. I don't know why. He just has that look to him. Like he's not a big dude, but he's pretty ripped. So
I don't know why, but I got the vibe of Ludwig Borga.
Ooh, okay, that's interesting. I know,
throwing that name out.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that name.
Because he's an Italian that can speak German.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Like he has that European flair. You tell in his face and everything.
Yeah, that was a little odd. Gallagher, dude, he's
oh my God,
catch wrestler from the UK. Dude, seriously, you can throw him in there and be it would be hilarious to have him have a program against the Vaudevillains, because he's the good guy and the Vaudevillains are the bad guy, but they're the same style, and it's awesome.
No. His style is even more different.
It's
They're
more
old school style, but he's catch-can type of style.
he's more ground and grapple.
A lot of reversals, and my God, it was a thing of beauty. Usually a crowd towards the end of a 4-hour show is dead.
Yeah.
Yet the things that Gallagher was doing to reverse just a simple hammerlock,
it was fun,
was
man.
a thing of beauty that got standing ovations.
It had a really fun feel to it. Again, for those the catch wrestling over in the UK and in Europe and whatnot, very, very technical stuff. And again,
and I like the fact that it started off kind of, oh, we're having fun. Oh shit, they're fighting.
Well, dude, his fucking tights were hilarious in themselves.
That too.
The freaking rainbow tights are great. I mean, and again, he got the mustache.
Catches your attention. Sorry to cut you.
That's all right. No, he's got the whole mustache and everything going too. That's what I say. He looks like
with the transparently white skin.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And Aichner though, Aichner. Holy crap! I knew he was good because I've heard it. Just a lot of people talk about him. I've seen some matches. Damn, he really shows some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if it wasn't for the main event of this card, I think this would have been the match of the first round. And we're talking about, that Cedric Alexander match, Kota Ibushi and Sean Maludo.
Yeah.
We've had some stellar matches to start off this series.
Yeah. So, Gallagher winds up going over. And one thing I got to say for WWE, please choose a better font next time, because every single time I saw Aichner, I thought it said Richner. Seriously, like, it really looked like an R to me. So choose a better font, please, next time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
But yeah, if the Eagles hired these two guys, I don't think they'd make a mistake doing it.
No, exactly. And the main event.
Oh dear God.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, match of the year candidate.
Ouch. If you look up the definition of ouch, you're going to see a picture of this main event.
Yeah. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, partners, going at it in the tournament. Freaking phenomenal. Tommaso Ciampa.
So Ciampa brought out the Sicilian psychopath that we all love.
Yes. Oh my God.
I mean, he pretty much went batshit insane, and I'm going to break your neck.
Yeah.
With my knee.
Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa beat the ever-living crap out of Johnny Gargano. I love
the fact that no one had any idea how Gargano was still breathing, let alone, in the end goes over in this match.
Yeah, Gargano freaking basically kind of stole the match at the end. Dude, Gargano took a freaking air raid crash on the fucking apron.
I love the fact they also called it an air raid crash.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, holy shit.
Celtic Cross?
Yeah, I know, exactly. That's the indie guys there, dude. That's the indie announcers, essentially. That's Daniel Bryan and...
the fact that Daniel Bryan is really doing well in this.
Dude, I posted something on our Instagram, and I don't know who made the meme, but thank you, whoever made this one. It basically had a picture of Daniel Bryan and Mauro Ranallo saying, it doesn't sound like they're doing a job. It sounds like two guys having fun talking about something they truly love.
All I know is I was barking out like a motherfucker in this match, and even though I knew the results, I still don't know how the fuck Gargano kicked out of that lariat lump blower bomb combo.
Yeah, that freaking hell.
I thought the results were wrong and Ciampa won.
Yeah, and then Gargano freaking wins it with a fucking roll up.
Crucifix.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. It was a crucifix anymore.
Dude, it was like, I mean, again, I'm not gonna put it in like the greatest matches of all time, like a Steamboat and Savage, but Steamboat and Savage was won by a roll up, so, and that was a back and forth battle, and I love seeing that because it's one of those things where matches that are like that are battles, are usually won by a mistake, just a simple little mistake. And that's what it was in this one, and it was great storytelling.
And the mistake was Ciampa didn't finish off Gargano when he had a chance.
Exactly. He hesitated. He definitely hesitated. And they made it like all of a sudden he had some remorse because he was beating the crap out of his best friend.
Yeah, well, they did show that, he's going to be at his wedding. You know, Gargano says he probably talks to Ciampa more than his own fiance.
So, and then afterwards, Ciampa really looked like he was going to walk out without shaking Gargano's hand. And Gargano was basically still crumpled up on the ring mat afterwards. And Ciampa comes back in the ring and gets down on the mat with him and gives him a hug. So, yeah, dude.
Seriously, if you're going to put on a show, that is the show you're going to put on, and I can only imagine if they're allowed to do that on Raw to open a show.
Yeah.
For the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah, that was...
First of all, the idea of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa being on Raw just excites me.
Yeah, well...
Because how long have been touting Ciampa's talents and how he should be in the WWE for, 4 or 5 years now?
Yeah, considering you didn't like him at the start.
No, because he sucked. But after a year in ROH, and I went back and I saw him after a year of hitting his match, holy fuck, he's on my favorite list.
Yeah. So.
You know, when you wrestle well, you can easily, change a person's opinion.
Yep. All right, so we got round 2 coming up starting next week. And let's do a little prediction thing here, because it looks like they're going to have maybe 2 to 3 matches per show.
I think it's 2 matches next week.
Okay. So,
they announced 2 matches. One was the Tajiri match,
against,
and I don't remember the other one.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna run this down just cause I have it in the order from the bracket. So, Gallagher against Tozawa.
Oh my God, that's not fair.
Who do you got? Uh-oh. He's speechless.
What?
Gallagher against Tozawa. Who do you got?
Oh, you're asking for an actual prediction.
Yes.
No, I was just like, I'm pissed off that they have to face each other so early.
Yeah, I know. I want to do predictions for this one. Now that we're in the rounds where we've seen everybody, I want to get predictions from both of us and see how many we each get right this time around.
You know what? Unfortunately, as much as I like Gallagher, I'm going to go with Tozawa.
All right. Tozawa for Scott. You know what? I'm going to go the other way. I think that they've been building up Gallagher a lot just since bracketology and stuff. So.
But I think they did a lot with Tozawa too. They weren't hiding the fact that the dude is, one of the best Japan has really produced in a while.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a beastly guy.
Yeah. So we shall see. We split the difference on that one. So the winner of that one will face the winner of Tajiri versus Grand Metalik.
That should be fun.
Who do you got, Tajiri or Metalik?
You have to admit, this is a really difficult one because you kind of want to see Tajiri go far into the tournament because he's, Tajiri.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, I don't know. I think youth is going to be on Metalik's side because he's wrestled some of the greats in the world already.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he hasn't been doing this for a friggin' long time. So I'm going to go in a direction I never thought I'd probably do and go against Tajiri this one and pick Grand Metalik.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Metalik only because from what I've heard is that Metalik got offered a contract. But so
did Tajiri.
Well, but Tajiri, we don't necessarily know. Is he going to be right up in the Cruiserweight division, or is he going to just be a trainer? That's the thing. Metalik at least has age on his side compared to Tajiri, so he can.
Yeah, but I think if they're going to bring back Rhino, especially after all the shit that happened in the past, they're able to put that behind them to bring back a guy who is that talented. Hell, they're bringing back the Lead Standard.
Nah, that's funny. That's true.
I mean, come on. And I haven't had a chance to use that name in such a long time. I'm very happy that he's coming back because I can call him that. But, I mean, SmackDown's kind of bringing back some veteran wrestlers, I think, to help put over some new guys.
Yeah.
So, the idea of Tajiri wrestling in the Cruiserweight division doesn't really surprise me.
Yeah, but, the Cruiserweights are going to be on Raw, though.
But I didn't say just because they bring back the SmackDown guy. It didn't say it was just going to happen on SmackDown.
Okay.
I just think that it's a possibility that Tajiri is being brought back to help these younger guys look good because he's still friggin' Tajiri.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. We'll go with that. So this time we agree that Metalik is probably going to go over.
Yes.
Let's see. Next one. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Drew Gulak.
This is not fair.
No, it's not. Because
I wanted Gulak to go farther in the tournament.
I wanted Gulak and Sabre Jr. in the finals.
I don't blame you there, man. They had a hell of a match. They give them a half hour.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm picking Zack Sabre Jr. for the win.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have to go against Drew Gulak.
No, it's not fair.
It isn't. I really wanted Drew Gulak to win. And here's the worst part about this situation. The winner of that match gets to face the winner of Noam Dar and Ho Ho Loon.
No, they're both going to go to a 20-minute time limit. They'll both be out of the tournament at least. I'm going with Dar for the win on this one.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Ho Ho Loon, again, he just... The other day I said he kind of looked like an indie backyarder kind of wrestler. He just didn't look right out there. I don't know. Noam Dar, again, with them hyping him as much as they did, hopefully that was just a bad match because you couldn't get on the same page with the guy you were across the ring from. Hopefully. He has a better showing. But, yeah, I'm going to go with you. So far, we've agreed on 3 of them, and we split on 1.
Except for the first match.
Okay.
Gallagher and Tozawa.
So that's half the field. The other half of the field.
Oh, God, I can't wait for this match.
The Aaron... Not Aaron.
Kendrick, right.
Brian Kendrick. God damn it. Aaron got a shout out on our show, and I didn't mean to.
You realize, your best friend is named Brian and you still fucked that up?
I know, but I talk to our buddy Aaron Kendrick all the time, and he always calls himself the Aaron Kendrick. So, Brian Kendrick versus Tony Nese.
Oh, God. This is going to be such a fun match.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with Kendrick on this one, though, because he's definitely the wily veteran, and I have a feeling that they're going to play that up towards his character, and Nese is just going to get caught off guard in some fashion.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go with the exact opposite. This is where we're going to split again. I'm going to go with Nese only because I think maybe Kendrick will get frustrated, and Nese will overcome. He'll just keep fighting, and Kendrick will get frustrated and, I don't know, maybe do something crazy and stupid and end up getting caught. So, in what possibly could be the match of the fucking century, Kota Ibushi against Cedric Alexander.
Fuck you! I don't see Cedric Alexander winning this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I really think that they would take advantage of having Ibushi for as long as they can, at least get him to the semis.
Yeah. Well, and Ibushi did make his NXT debut last week as well.
Yeah, and I think that's why the rumors of him being signed to NXT happened.
Yeah.
But so does Sean Maluda. I think they're just using it to promote the CWC as well.
Quite possible.
Because it's motherfucking Kota Ibushi.
Yeah. So.
But I also want to say this before we move on. I know we'll talk NXT soon, but you have to admit, Buddy Murphy almost looked like he could have won that match several times.
True. Yeah.
And he looked fantastic against Ibushi.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, Alexander, as much as I want Alexander to do well in this tournament,
I know.
Like, literally, you could have messed with that other side of the bracket with the Noam Dar Ho Ho Loon side, and you could have avoided this entirely, having such great matchup like that.
I think they wanted to do this on purpose.
In round 2, so.
Because Ibushi versus either Kendrick or Nese is going to be a great match.
Yeah, that's
Hell, Alexander versus Kendrick or Nese would have been a great match.
Yeah, that is very true. All right, fresh off of his ass whooping and still getting the victory, Johnny Gargano taking on TJP, TJ Perkins. Holy shit!
As much as I like Perkins, I cannot see Gargano win this match.
You cannot see Gargano lose in the match or win in the match?
Not lose, yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I meant to say. No, wait, no.
Who do you...
I can't see Gargano not winning them. I can't see Gargano not winning the match. Double
Okay.
negative, so.
Okay, so you basically think that Johnny Gargano is going to win the matchup over TJ Perkins?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah. I'm torn because I like Perkins too.
He showed a hell of a good showing in that match of his.
Yeah, ultimately, I think this is another one that could be a match of the tournament as well.
That says coming after the main event from last night.
Yeah, exactly. And
like, holy shit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lean towards Gargano as well, only because he's already signed. They basically built him up last night to be like have the biggest heart of anybody. So that's
especially since Ciampa tried to kill him from the face down.
Yeah, I love the fact that at one point in time, even in that matchup too, I think it was Daniel Bryan, like marked out because Ciampa straight up chopped Gargano in the face.
Yeah, he chopped him in the face. Did you see that? He just chopped him in the face.
So, and the
I can't get over how good the announcing is for this whole thing.
Yeah.
Because Amdrag is just. I'm sure that while he's announcing, he's just got a shitty grin on his face the whole time.
Yeah, man. That's got to be so much fun for him. He can only imagine having an opportunity like this about 10, 15 years ago.
He could still wrestle.
Dude, could you imagine if WWE did this like 15 years ago? It'd be like AJ Styles, Frankie Kazarian.
Dude, it would have been a Super 8 Cup.
Dude, it'd be King of the Indies here, like they did out here in California. Oh my god, dude, it'd be amazing.
Or like the Super 8 that they did here in the Northeast.
Yeah, so. All right, and last match of the second round, winner of the TJP Gargano match will face either the Golden Lynx, Lince Dorado, or Rich Swann.
Dude, this is going to be fun.
Yeah.
This can't not be fun. But like I said, I think this is a vehicle to show how impressive Rich Swann is. So I think he's going to at least go to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I like Dorado. I think he's great. But Swann is, man, dude, the crowd's already behind him, dude. Like, that's something that you can't, over time you can get from different people that are unknown, and not many people know who Lince Dorado is. But Rich Swann already has the fans behind him, dude. Like, he's entertaining as fuck. So I'm gonna go with him on that one. So we disagreed on 2 matches.
That's
2 out of the 8.
That's not surprising, actually.
So the ones we disagreed on are Kendrick and Nice and Gallagher and Tozawa. So we shall see what happens. Shoot, if something happens and there's matches, they go completely the opposite direction, and we are both wrong on some of these, I will be shocked.
But I'll be happy.
Yeah, and no matter what happens, I will be excited, because this, dude, seriously, this is a great time to be a wrestling fan. Oh my god. I know we've said it before, but dude, really, seriously, this is amazing.
You think I don't know that?
Yeah. People out there, quit your bitching and just watch and enjoy, please.
Jesus Christ, exactly. Shut the fuck up and enjoy. I had to block someone on a forum that I'm on because he kept bitching and moaning that after the first episode of SmackDown Live, they didn't already announce a fucking tag title and a women's title.
Who cares, dude? They'll get to it.
It's a fucking time. It's like, well, fucking Raw was able to get their title announced. Yeah, Raw's creating a world title, not an ancillary title like the tag titles and a women's title.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, fuck you. This shit can wait a few weeks. This shit can wait till after SummerSlam because you don't need them right now. How about you build up those divisions since you do have the weaker side of it? Let them show what they can do, and then go from there. No, man, I want that shit now. Oh my god, the constant bitching. Oh, I hate 50-50 booking. Oh, Sasha Banks didn't have to lose to friggin' Charlotte on Raw like that. That was bullshit. No, it wasn't bullshit. It was a tag match.
Okay, and you know what? Okay. I'm going to bring it up just because okay. There have been now basically 2 weeks now of this new lineup with SmackDown Live and Raw. Basically 2 weeks. in that 2 weeks, we have gotten about 90% of what we've been kind of clamoring for over the last few months to a year, okay? For most people, anyway. We got Finn Balor on the main roster.
Main eventing SummerSlam.
Finn Balor, now wound up winning and is now going to be main eventing a pay-per-view against Seth Rollins.
And won clean over the Golden Child.
Yeah, over Roman Reigns. We have Roman Reigns now in a mid-card feud with Rusev, which can only be good for Rusev.
I mean, first of all, Rusev is the best guy on the fucking roster, and I'm starting to finally see people agree with me on that.
Yeah, and it's funny because really, I saw this happen. I was, again, still hoping for Kurt Angle to come out and beat up Rusev, but that won't happen anytime soon. But it took Roman Reigns feuding with Rusev to get people to slightly cheer for him again.
That's how good of a fucking heel Rusev is.
I know. Not many people like cheering for Rusev.
He's probably the only guy that's taken a European or foreigner kid of I Hate America and make that shit work for more than 6 months.
Yeah, so we shall see, man. I'm hoping more stuff happens where Rusev can get pushed up into that main event, man.
If he's not main eventing by SummerSlam of next year, I'm going to be really fucking pissed.
Yeah.
The guy is more than ready. The guy can really... He's getting much better on the mic.
Yeah, and we got Sasha...
Lana is just fucking Lana.
Yeah, we got Sasha...
The fact that they're married... I'm just going to say, the fact that they're married just makes their fucking relationship even more pissed off... Makes you more pissed off at him.
Yeah, exactly. And she's rubbing it in your face. She's like, yeah, you're the only guy who can have me. Yeah, that's irritating.
Exactly. And then you have the fact that Rusev is just amazing in the ring.
Shoot, dude, he freaking broke Mark Henry, dude. That was freaking crazy.
I'm not saying he's good. I'm saying he's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of guys I'm going to say that about.
Yep.
But he is absolutely top tier in the ring. And I really thought this guy was going to be a piece of shit. I know I mentioned that to you 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know? When he first came out, I really didn't think he was going to be anything special. And that first year, he just advanced so much until he wrestled John Cena. It's just like, okay, this guy can go one-on-one with the greats. I like this.
Yep.
Now he's just having constantly good matches all the time. Because he's wrestling guys like Sheamus, like Cesaro, like Kevin Owens, okay? Crap, even at one point, he almost became a sympathetic face against John Cena.
Yeah. Shoot, he damn near broke freaking Kalisto in half. Or Sin Cara in half.
Yeah, there's just not a time when I'm standing there going, I hate Rusev.
Well, you may go you hate him as a character just because he's the villain, but...
No, I like a good villain.
Okay.
I shoot for the bad guy, and it pisses off so many... Like, the kids were asking my favorite wrestlers at work, and I was like, Like, they're like, do you like Roman Reigns? Like, no. Dean Ambrose? No. And one of the girls who knows I like, she's a wrestling fan, which makes me happy, first of all, that, you know, a friggin' 4th grader is into wrestling like she is. She's like a hardcore wrestler.
Nice.
Like, she's gone to shows, she has a Primo shirt, all of that shit.
Nice.
And she's like, no, he likes Seth Rollins. It's like, I also like Kevin Owens. She just looks at me like, why?
That's awesome.
She has this, like, her face just curls up like she just smelled someone farting.
Oh, jeez. Oh, you want something funny? One of my friends last night at the restaurant showed me a video, and it was a clip from Mars Attacks. And, you know, there's a scene in there where the alien's head starts melting, hearing loud noise music, explodes, melts. Yeah, he showed me the clip, and somebody dubbed pre-mode over it. I was like, oh, jeez, that's hilarious.
That's accurate as hell.
So, but no, we also, I mean, aside from all the Rusev stuff, we got Sasha Banks now with the title in the main. I mean,
First week.
So I think that's awesome.
What about the way they set up Finn Balor to become the main eventer, where he wrestled in his debut match on Raw, Kevin Owens, Cesaro, and our much beloved Rusev. If you're going to showcase how good a guy is, you put him in there with your 3 best talents.
Mm-hmm.
And let's be honest, the best wrestlers on Raw right now outside of Seth Rollins are Rusev, Cesaro, and fucking Owens.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, shit. So you got all those guys there. You got, and that's not, I haven't even talked about SmackDown. I haven't even brought up SmackDown. Just going through Raw. On SmackDown, we finally get a Dolph Ziggler opportunity there, which a lot of people have been clamoring for. And I think it's warranted because the guy's been very fucking loyal.
Plus, I have a feeling him versus Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam is going to be a fun match.
And on top
Plus, they tried to legitimize him this week by putting his title shot on the line against Bray Wyatt and beating him cleanly.
Yeah, well, not technically.
Cleanishly.
Yeah, it's clean-ish is the best way to do it because he did get a turnbuckle exposed. So.
Well, cleanish for a heelish win.
Yeah, at heel Ziggler. Remember, at heel Ziggler. So.
I know, seriously. I mean, the guy should be a bad
But
guy.
so I mean, Ziggler's have to gonna go get a little bit heelish in this, or Ambrose is, and I think it'd be better if Ziggler did. So I like that. The U.S. or whatever, not the U.S. Intercontinental title picture with the Miz is shaping up because now the guys like Kalisto, like oh my God, Baron Corbin, and the now number one contender to the IC title, Apollo Crews. Daniel Bryan pulled the mic at him. It's okay. It's Daniel Bryan. He's going to be mocked for it, but it was pretty...
And it's okay. It's Apollo Crews.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So, yeah, Apollo Crews is the number one contender to go up against The Miz.
No, Crews should play that shit up and come out with, fucking red, white, blue tights from now on.
Living in America.
God, I love that scene so much. First of all, it predates what wrestling became.
Uh-huh.
So, if you look at Rocky IV, it's like, oh, shit. That's where they got the idea from.
Yeah. It was.
Then he gets fucking beat to death.
Yeah. Thrown in the damn towel. So, man. But yeah, no. So, I mean, that says a lot about The Miz, too. Because in this whole circumstance with SummerSlam coming up.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Miz is the veteran of the fucking roster now.
Yeah, he's in that position where, how we've seen with Jericho, okay, over the years. Jericho could go away and come back, and everybody loves him or everybody hates him, depending on what they want him to play, and he puts guys over. Miz is now that guy, dude. It's kind of scary to think that. I never would have thought that would happen.
Miz than Jericho.
I don't know if I could say that yet. I just like The Miz because Maurice comes out with him now again, and I love me some Maurice. So.
Oh, look at this. Someone I posted on the forum because everyone was praising Gallagher.
Mm-hmm.
And no thing, but I wrote Aichner was equally impressive in his loss to Gallagher.
Yeah.
They tried to steal the show, but the best match of the night of the first round was Gargano and Ciampa.
Yep.
And then someone responded, it is a bit of a shame that all the praise of the match is going to Gallagher when Aichner was impressive as well. I'm glad that someone at least, is on our side when it comes to it because we respect it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We seen how amazing Aichner was in that match, and I agree. Gallagher was a showstopper in the match, but he could have done it without a proper opponent. Aichner was that proper opponent.
Yeah. He fucking won with a running drop kick in the corner. Holy fuck.
I mean, it looked fucking brutal.
Yeah, that was the best part about it. So.
Okay. That's the best. Yeah, exactly. It just looked brutal.
So.
All right, back to what we were talking about before.
That's all good. All good, man. But yeah, I mean, so everything, I mean, is looking up. Everything's coming up Millhouse, dude, with them two main shows. And yes, I did make a Simpsons reference there.
Oh, that means everything's going to go to shit soon. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Well, again, WWE does have a tendency to take a couple steps forward and take about 8 steps back eventually, because Vince McMahon steps away for a month and then comes back and says,
Well,
fuck.
let's hope that Vince is finally just, I got to let go and, see where this goes.
Yeah.
Because right now, there's a lot of buzz about what's happening.
Exactly. And you know what?
There's a lot of talk about what's going on.
And the funniest part about this whole thing, and it really pissed me off the other day, and I was talking to our good buddy the Boobs, and he's a huge Ric Flair fan. He has been since the 80s. He grew up watching Ric Flair. But to hear Ric Flair come out and say Finn Balor getting pushed into a main event is a mistake, and that Finn Balor as a cruiserweight will never be anything and shouldn't be main eventing anything, and no cruiserweight will ever main event a WrestleMania. One, that's factually incorrect already, because, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio were
Shawn Michaels.
Champions, and they're smaller guys on top of that from the get-go. But two, Ric Flair, it boggles my mind that somebody who even in his day wasn't a big guy can say that.
What did Ric Flair weigh in the ring?
I think he was like 2.25, maybe. I think at his heaviest, maybe 240.
Build weight 242.
Yeah, okay.
That's really not huge.
Yeah, compared to the guys he went against.
That's when he was more, kind of athletic,
Yeah, going against the guys, that made him famous, he was not the bigger man all the time. Against Sting, you're not the bigger guy. You're not the bigger guy necessarily even against Steamboat.
No, I think he might have been the bigger guy against Steamboat.
I don't know. Maybe they've been close, but
if you talk about like Harley Race.
No way.
Freaking Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah, so
he was always pretty much like the underdog who just out-wrestled people.
Yeah, and it bothered the crap out of me that somebody who is still very influential on the industry. Again, he's not necessarily working for WWE at the moment. He's kind of taken a back seat. He was a character on TV. I don't think he does backstage stuff for them. Don't quote me on
but
that.
He's still Ric fucking Flair.
Exactly. So what he says holds a lot of water. But for him to say Finn Balor or a cruiserweight will never headline a WrestleMania, should never be your champion to do. Fuck that. I'm sorry, Ric Flair. That was a very fucking ignorant statement to make. And again, I love Ric Flair. I think he is arguably the greatest of all time. There are others.
There's a lot of argument there.
Huh?
There's a lot of argument.
That's what I'm saying. The reason why I say arguably the greatest of all time, I'm not going to say he's not my favorite of all time, not my greatest of all time, but a lot of people do. A lot of people do think he is the greatest of all time.
Well, a lot of what you see in pro wrestling today can be really, attributed to Flair.
Well, and you know what's funny? One of the things, it's perfect transition. Perfect transition into NXT. You saw NXT this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
We saw the debut of Bobby Roode.
Oh, and it was, wait for it,
glorious. Yeah. I'm looking at that going, aside from not being as over the top as one Ric Flair, that was a Ric Flair promo. That's the character.
Bobby Roode set a standard for people in NXT right now.
Dude, Bobby Roode could be that Ric Flair character without, he's just not crazy over the top flamboyant personality as Flair was. But he's like, I came down in here and I'm making everything look better, from my watch down to my socks. I was like, dude, that's a Ric Flair promo.
Well, he is the it factor.
Yeah, and you know what? I was a little bummed. The only thing that bummed me out about that promo was we didn't get "It Pays to Be Rude."
Give it time.
That's the only thing that I was disappointed with. But
see, what I love the fact was he was over over heel turn.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that was like right in the middle.
That's just the talent the man has. Okay?
Mm.
He can be a face 1 minute and literally just turn around and he's the fucking bad guy.
Yeah. And the cool part about it, at least for me, again, I've always been a TNA guy. I've always been very proud to say that I am a fan of TNA over all the years of all the bullshit. And people don't realize that TNA now has officially been around longer than WCW was. So take that and put it in your pipe and smoke it. But the best part about this whole thing is TNA, while people may not credit the business, the company TNA or Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call it, the TV show, the programming, NXT's top guys right now, a lot of their top guys are TNA guys. Guys that WWE didn't develop themselves, or they're Ring of Honor guys. I mean,
guys that WWE didn't even want at first.
Yeah. So, I don't remember exactly what day it was, but it was on this program, I don't know how many years ago now, where I went on air and said, right as Austin Aries dropped the belt and we knew he was going to TNA. When Austin Aries dropped the Ring of Honor title. It was a Ring of Honor title, right? Yeah. I remember saying, hey... It was the second time. Correct. Yeah, that's right. It was the second time. Because he went to TNA as Austin Starr, and that was a joke of a gimmick. He was basically him, but he put him in a cruiserweight and all that kind of stuff, and it really didn't work out.
And he came back to ROH, really worked on that gimmick, finally figured out what he was doing, and then slowly worked his way to become the greatest man alive gimmick.
Yeah, and I remember saying, right as he was leaving to go to TNA, Austin Aries can be a world champion on any wrestling program, whether it be TNA or WWE. Within about a year, he cashed in the X Division title and became TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And now he's in WWE and in NXT. You also had the recent showing of Eric Young, who showed up in there.
And hopefully he sticks around.
And I hope he sticks around, unlike the Cowboy James Storm, who WWE brought in for a one-off.
They were
trying to negotiate
with him.
But TNA
offered a better sum of money at the time, and right now, you might as well think with your wallet.
Yeah, support your family, do what you need to do. Bobby Roode coming in.
Like that, there's an open invitation to come back.
Yeah, exactly. Bobby Roode now is there, and your world champion, your NXT world champion, is Samoa Joe.
Yeah. But it is.
Yeah. So, really, four top guys that you have now in your quote-unquote developmental, whatever, if you want to call it that anymore, because it's not really. It is, but it isn't. It's his own brand. Our former TNA guys that have, in the last 5 years, peaked in TNA, and then WWE grabbed them up and said, okay, cool, now we'll take them. Because the fans are clamoring for it, and we have a brand that they can appreciate them on.
See, that's the best part about NXT. It allows us to finally enjoy guys that we've been, like you said, clamoring for.
Mm-hmm.
Guys we've been begging to see in the WWE get their chance and see if it's going to work out. So far, it's been more times than not.
Yeah, and I would love to see Joe get moved up to the main roster so that he can feud with somebody like Seth Rollins or somebody like AJ Styles, or God forbid anybody think to put Samoa Joe against John Cena in a match. Please book it, for the love of God. I can't
see Samoa Joe not going to SmackDown by the end of the year.
Oh my God, that would seriously. As much as for me,
have a debut against Joe.
I respect.
Or Joe debut against him, rather.
I respect the fuck out of John Cena, dude. I am not a John Cena fan necessarily because I am not 8 to 12 years old. That's really the only reason why I'm not a huge John Cena mark, is because I'm not a kid. If I was a kid, he's like Hulk Hogan for me. I was a Hulk Hogan fan until I got to be right about middle school, and then I started realizing who Bret the Hitman Hart was. And I got to appreciate wrestling. John Cena, for me, I respect the hell out of him. He's done a lot for the business. He's done a lot for the optics of WWE when it comes to the charity work. I'm not going to necessarily cheer for him now as an adult. I will fully admit here on our radio program, I do own a Cena branded shirt, but it's not officially a WWE licensed shirt. It's the John Cena freaking Kmart brand workout shirt. And I do own that one only because it doesn't say John Cena on it, and it says step up or step aside, and it's a good shirt that I wear a lot of times when I'm coaching my kids. But to have Cena against Joe is a dream match. We just had freaking AJ Styles against John Cena. That's a dream match.
I want to see it done live.
Yeah, you lucky.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you lucky fuck.
I'm going to see the rubber match live.
Yeah.
They could have been like, well, this is a shit match, 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 shit. John Cena, AJ Styles, I'm going for that.
Yeah, well, shit. I mean, even to a point where you bring up, right now, you just had Bobby Roode debut, and you have Austin Aries there. Those guys were tag team champions together. You can keep
that's the return of the Dirty Heels.
You can keep them separate if you want. I want to see them together at least one time in the E, even if it's just you put them in NXT. And I don't know who in the hell you feud Bobby Roode with to start, but have it.
I'll take anyone.
Yeah, for me,
I just want Bobby Roode to fucking wrestle. I just want Bobby Roode in the ring.
I would just love to see.
NXT.
Yeah, I would just love to see something happen where Austin Aries is fighting No Way Jose, and No Way Jose just fucking loses it, and out comes Bobby Roode for the save. And then all of a sudden it's, okay, you get the Dirty Heels back together again. Something like that. Just because Bobby Roode could be a fucking world champion on the main roster right now. Austin Aries could be a world champion on the main roster right now. Samoa Joe, same thing. Eric Young. Dude, Eric Young, this is what drives me nuts, is that how many people don't really know what Eric Young... I mean, watch Eric Young's career, dude. Seriously, just TNA. Watch, he was a TNA original. Eric Young went from being the regular, just plain guy in Team Canada. Average wrestler.
Chicken shit.
Then he basically became the fodder. Like, seriously, he was the joke. He was Santino Marella of TNA for a long fucking time. Dude, yeah, he did way worse stuff. Dude, he fucking dropped Trow in the middle of the ring multiple times just to get over. This guy was afraid of his own...
He married ODB.
Yeah, and then on top of that, he held the women's tag team titles with her. The guy was afraid of his own shadow when he was going up against Judas Macias and Abyss. And then came back out and dressed up as a superhero. Like, he was afraid of his own pyro when he wasn't the superhero. He fell down and became a retard. Like, he literally fell off the top rope, hit his head, and then became an idiot and tried to lock up with the referee on a regular basis.
Well, then he kept doing that for a while anyway, though.
But seriously, man, it's...
And then one day he went batshit insane.
And it's like, dude, then he became like the best fucking wrestler, the best heel that TNA had. I mean, it's insane how he's run the gamut of being a good wrestler to a fucking joke to possibly one of the best wrestlers they've had in the last 3+ years. And he's always been a good wrestler. It's just they've never given him a chance. And then for WWE to get him, at least for the one time, I'm hoping they finalize something because he could be on the main roster. And I seriously, you put him up there, even if it's just hell, put him in there as like a fucking, like a hitman for hire character. Have him work with Seth Rollins. And have him be the hitman like type of character where Seth Rollins has him around just as an insurance policy. And all of a sudden you see somebody get jumped in the back Or I don't know, man. Eric Young is just he's something.
Can we do the Leo Kruger gimmick with Eric Young?
Yes, please.
Because if you're going to do a Leo Kruger gimmick, Eric Young already did it and perfected it.
Yes, please. I would love that. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan. I want to see these guys where they belong. That's my main thing is I want to see those guys. Dude, Nakamura. I mean, as much as I love Nakamura, he doesn't deserve to be on NXT. That guy should be playing, I mean, the big stadiums. That guy should not be just at Full Sail. I'm sorry.
He's going to.
So.
He'll be playing the big stadium in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I mean, that's, seriously, he and Joe is going to be fucking amazing.
What about the return of Hideo Itami?
Dude, freaking Meluta being in that match with the freaking Itami, dude, that was cool, man. I'm glad he's back. Like, you saw that wicked-ass scar on his shoulder.
Yes, I'm actually looking at a picture of him right now on Instagram through WWE's Instagram right now.
Yeah.
They're promoting the return of him as well.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. I was looking up. If you want one of the, I don't know if they're still up there, but the old Go Hideo shirts were on sale.
No, because I don't like that chant.
Oh. Okay.
Because you got to remember, I'm a guy who...
Kenta!
A lot of time yelling Kenta.
Yeah.
For years. Because I got a chance to watch him live a few times.
Yeah, so let me see.
Although I still would have rather... Look, as much as I love Kenta, Hideo Itami, whatever you're going to call him right now, I was much more of a fan of Naomichi Marufuji from Noah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because right now WWE, today only, I think, is doing like a 40% off all clearance stuff. Oh man, they ran out of the adult sizes. Damn it, they have women's size and they have youth sizes now. Son of a bitch.
Well, that's okay.
But yeah, they're $5, dude. Now, it's insane. But yeah, they have. Everything on here now, dude, is just nuts. They have so many things going on right now on clearance that you can get the WrestleMania branded shirts for under $10. When they were almost 30 at the show. I mean, everything in here, dude. I mean, NXT type shirts, everything is on sale right now. And it's you put in a code and you get 40% off as well of the sale price. So, if you got extra money to spend, oh my god, they made plushies of John Cena, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, and The Rock. That's fucking hilarious.
Great, now you got me looking at this shit.
Sorry.
You know, the only shirt that I want that I never got was, that I really, really, truly wanted, is that Jushin Liger shirt from last year's NXT.
Oh, man, that'd have been cool.
That would have been the shirt that I wanted.
Yeah, shoot, I might have to go buy me a zip-up hoodie, a Macho Man hoodie, because they're $34, 40% off. Yeah, it's not too bad. Huh. That wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, man. So I saw that and it made me.
They're already just like trying to get rid of the straight out of Dudleyville shirts.
Or yeah, well, they got a lot of Barrett stuff that needs to get out and primetime player stuff that needs to go and yeah. So if you ever wanted to get a Bailey I'm a Hugger shirt, they're $15 right now, and then with 40% off on top of it.
Yeah, it's a great shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how many fucking Kevin Owens shirts are there?
There's a lot, man.
I never even seen this one. I got powerbombed by Owens, KO.
Yeah. They should
Jesus Christ.
They should make what's his name model that shirt. The motherfucker from last year, what, Macklemore or whatever the fuck that guy's name was, who got powerbombed last year. I don't remember. Man. So yeah, so there's that. Freaking NXT is freaking going strong too, guys. I mean, we got Meluta. I mean, he jobbed to Itami, but I mean, Itami is looking a lot better. I mean, Kota Ibushi.
Oh, he was hitting a little harder too.
Yeah, Kota Ibushi freaking debuted 2 weeks ago. I mean,
see, that's what I'm kind of hoping that we might see Ibushi and Atomics. I think that'd be a great match to finally see on American soil.
yeah, that would be nice, man.
Because if you go to horrorsonline.proboards.com, there is a few threads that I added to the wrestling forum, and one of them is about 15 Hideo Itami matches when he was Kenta. And yes, he has wrestled Kota Ibushi on more than one occasion.
Yeah. Oh, you know, it's funny just thinking of Kota Ibushi. When I was in Dallas for WrestleMania, got to go to the Evolve show, the first night of the Evolve shows, on that Friday. Well, the opening match was tag team title match. It was Gargano and Drew McIntyre, Drew Galloway, whatever the fuck you want to call him. And Kota Ibushi came out with them. And they were defending the titles against... I don't remember off the top of my head who they were defending the titles against. But the funniest fucking part of what happened was somebody forgot the ring bell. So they had no ring bell. So at the end of the match, when Gargano puts the opponent into submission and he taps out, no bell rings, and the referee is like trying to say what's going on and whatnot, and everybody's confused. Well, at the end of the match, Drew winds up grabbing the microphone. He grabs somebody out of the crowd and says, "This is going to be my shitty Scottish accent, okay, guys? Well, please, I understand that this is really bad situation, but please don't put this on Botchamania." And he brings the guy into the ring and winds up having Gargano put the same move that he put on the opponent on the fan, and he goes, "Don't hurt him too bad. You got to go about half." And then he goes, "Oh, he's tapping Gargano and Galloway defend the world tag team champions, whatever." Yeah. Well, because they didn't realize they didn't have the bell. Then they found the bell for the rest. So, well, Matthew put him on Botchamania, and it was fucking hilarious because I guess they have a standing they have a standing order against him because of the WNN or WNW, whatever the hell, WWN, whatever the hell that online streaming thing is that they stream all the Evolve shows on. And he basically I guess from what I gather, at the start of before that clip played, he says, "I technically am not supposed to do this, but they gave me permission to do it as long as I say go to this website and watch the Evolve shows." And they put that clip on there, and I was just like, "Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious." Dude, you should go watch it. I don't watch Botchamania as often as I used to, but because I was there and saw it firsthand, it was really funny because we're like, "What the fuck? He just tapped out, and where's the bell?" Yeah. So
I can't stand Botchamania.
I find it
funny. It's like watching a fever dream. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I find it funny at times. So I used to watch it a lot more when I was younger, but now it's like, I don't know. I enjoy certain things. Like Maluta was on there in his match against Ibushi. Remember how he tried to do the flip thingy and he missed and he rolled and kept flipping and rolled out to the outside and landed on Ibushi?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Basically the caption on that one was, "When you fuck up flipping, just keep flipping." So,
it works.
Yeah, so I mean it worked out okay, but goddamn, I'm seriously, man, I can't say it enough. It's a hell of a fucking time to be a wrestling fan, dude.
Oh, it's nice.
So,
it's very nice. I am very happy to be in the position that I am as a wrestling fan.
And
that I am able to go to both NXT, SummerSlam in the same weekend, and go to Final Battle at the end of the year.
You lucky fuck, you're going again?
I haven't been to a Final Battle since 2012.
I know, but you're lucky. You get to go again, though.
I haven't a real reason to go, but now Cody Rhodes is going to be there, and it might be the last time we see Jay Lethal, the Young Bucks, and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
In ROH.
Ooh. Did you heard about what happened, right? The Roderick Strong may be going to the E.
Yeah.
So over the past few weeks, we've been hearing that Roderick Strong's been we've wrestled his last match in Ring of Honor. I just seen the other day, supposedly he wrestled his last PWG match. So it's a good possibility that he may be joining WWE here soon, which would be amazing. Especially, I mean, he's a small dude too. You could put him right on the main roster Cruiserweight division.
Honestly, I just want to see him and Ciampa form a team that's just called Knees to Faces.
That would be fun. Yeah, it is such a great time to be a wrestling fan. Oh my god. And if Adam Cole gets signed, or I don't know if the Bucks will ever get signed, just because they're kind of dicks. I don't know if they ever will do it. They might just be like, hey, you want us to sign, here, tear up the contract and piss on it right in front of them.
They may not even get an offer sometimes. The fucking attitudes they have.
Yeah, so.
I can definitely see Cole and
Lethal. Dude, Lethal should have been there a long time ago.
Lethal should have been headlining TNA for the last 6 years.
Yeah, instead of Ring of Honor. And you know what? That's another thing. Going back to the Ric Flair statement, one of the other things he was saying, too, is he just was unhappy and kind of almost regrets the fact that he went to TNA after the Shawn Michaels send-off. And I can understand after the Shawn Michaels send-off, but you still felt like you wanted to do stuff. You still felt like you wanted to be part of the business. And you were plenty happy cashing those paychecks, too. So, by all means. But the best thing about Ric Flair from TNA was that Jay Lethal could do Ric Flair better than Ric Flair could do Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
That moment, the woo-off, after he dropped the Black Machismo gimmick, was fucking awesome. It's one of my favorite moments in TNA history, is that woo-off. It was hilarious. So, yeah, Jay Lethal, man. I seen him. He shaved his head and shit too. So he looks totally different. So, I'm hoping get things for Jay Lethal. You know what? I would really hope that in the process, WWE signs Truth Martini with him.
Yeah. I mean, it feel weird not having one without the other at this point.
Yeah, I'd like Truth Martini. I think managers now, I mean, it's basically been a dying art form. To see Bob Backlund out there again, it's a little weird. I don't really consider him a manager, I guess. He's my coach or whatever. I love the fact that Titus finally actually came out and fucking said it. When was Darren Young actually great in the first place? Which that was hilarious to me. I'm glad they finally said it on air. I didn't think they would. But I think the Backlund thing with Darren works. I want to see more managers. I want to see somebody like a Truth Martini out there or a Veda Scott out there, because Veda's a manager. She's not a valet. She's a manager, dude. That's like Sherry. Sherry Martel was a manager. She wasn't a valet.
It doesn't hurt that she's hot as shit.
Yeah, no, by all means. Elizabeth was a valet. Miss Elizabeth was a valet. She wasn't a manager. She really didn't.
Sensational Sherry was a manager.
Sherry was a manager. Dude, Sherry was a wrestler. Who?
Luna Vachon was a manager.
Yeah, dude, Luna Vachon could kick most guys' asses. So.
And did.
Yeah, most of the time. Damn it. You mentioned Luna Vachon and my brain went back to Bam Bam Bigelow and go, damn it, why couldn't he at least smash frickin' Dink one time? I love, dude, that whole feud with Luna and Bam Bam and Doink and Dink was fucking great. That was just fun.
Yeah, it was good times, man. It was good times.
So, oh, man.
Bigelow took a lot of shit after that, lost to Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe that actually happened. I'm sorry. That probably shouldn't have happened, but...
Good news, though, that WWE or Mattel or whatever company's putting them out is putting out a Bam Bam Bigelow figure soon.
Nice. That's awesome.
So if I run across that, if it looks good enough, I might be dropping $20 on my first wrestling action figure.
Nice.
And Shinsuke Nakamura might be my second.
Nice. Yeah, that Shinsuke Nakamura figure looked pretty awesome, I gotta say.
It's Bam Bam Bigelow, man. Like, I've looked at Hulk Hogan, I've mulled it over. No, I'm not going to buy Hulk Hogan. I've looked at Savage, mulled it over. No, I'm not going to buy Savage. Looked at Warrior, mulled it over. Not going to buy Warrior. If I find Bam Bam Bigelow, I'm probably going to walk out with that.
Yeah, dude. You know what? I saw a picture. And I don't know if there's any honesty to it because it's the internet. But supposedly, it's a picture of the big boss man's granddaughter, and I think it's granddaughter. It might be grandson. I don't remember off the top of my head. But it's a kid holding an action figure of the big boss man, and the caption reads, "Doesn't even realize that they're actually holding an action figure of their grandpa."
Hey.
I just thought that was kind of neat.
Like, some of the figures that are coming out, like, they got a friggin' Harlem Heat, Booker T and Stevie Ray coming out soon.
Does it have Booker T with the voice action calling Hulk Hogan the N-word?
No, it doesn't. That's a bandana.
That'd be funny.
Oh man, look, I'm gonna show you a picture right now of the next Cactus Jack figure coming out, and holy fuck.
Oh, I did see that. Look, well, at least I think I saw it. Yeah, I did see that one.
Dear God, that's beautiful,
yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that looks cool.
Oh man, let me see if I can find.
Yeah, if you get it, if you ever want to look up anything when it comes down to freaking action figures, dude, Ringside Collectibles or Wrestling Figs, whatever. Yeah, dude, go check those out.
Wait, what is this?
Uh-oh, what'd you find?
I found a New Day.
Uh-oh. New Day Rocks. New Day
Hey, Francesca.
Uh-oh.
Is that Francesca too?
And I love the fact that they pose freaking Kofi doing the twerking, the butt dance.
Yeah, they have Power Ranger Seth from WrestleMania,
Nice.
SummerSlam.
Nice.
They have the narcissist Lex Luger, Lord Steven Regal.
That's funny. Have you?
Rusev looking like someone stuck his dick in an electrical socket.
That's funny.
Yeah, let me get the Bam Bam picture for you.
Did you? It's funny. There's a video still floating around. Regal came out and they play his. He comes out to his the whatever the villain music, right? Oh, yeah. Dude, that's cool. I like that Bigelow. That looks cool.
Dude, doesn't that look great? It kind of just looks like, damn, that is a thick figure.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's fucking sick, dude. Yeah, no, the Regal clip I'm talking about, he comes out to his villain music, and about halfway down the aisle, it randomly switches. The sound people are trolling him, and he comes out, and all of a sudden it switches to "He's a man, such a man."
Yes.
And
he's actually an episode of either Superstars or Main Event.
And he stops.
Like that.
Yeah, he stops and just starts to wave at the crowd like he's like that character again. It was hilarious.
He just stops. First of all, he stops, looks at the screen, shit-eating grin on his face afterwards because he knows he just got ripped.
Yeah.
And Daniel Bryan is actually the guy he's wrestling.
Yeah.
And you just see Bryan, and the story was that Daniel Bryan did it because it was Regal's last official match on the main roster.
That's funny.
After that, he moved down to NXT.
That's funny. Yeah, that's hilarious to me. I love that.
And that was Regal's official full-time retirement.
That's funny. I love that. That's such a.
Regal from having amazing matches in NXT though.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna have a best, like if they ever put out a best of William Regal, one disc should just be a shit in NXT.
Yeah, dude. It's funny. I'm wondering. Now that we're talking about it, I'm gonna look to see what WWE DVDs are coming out here soon because I want to know. If I could spell WWE DVDs. Yay. Okay, cool. Let's see. WWE Wrestling DVD future releases. Let's see. Attitude Era Greatest Matches coming out. Number 3, I guess. What else you put? Oh, Jerry Lawler. You got a King Booker. And an Edge.
Yeah, but I like that's the Jerry Lawler that wrestled
Andy Kaufman. Yeah.
That would actually be a pretty cool figure to have, honestly.
Let's see. Release dates. There we go. That's what I want to see. All right. So here, okay, as officially on Wrestling DVD Network, we got coming out here next week, Attitude Era Volume 3, unreleased. We got the WWE doing another Scooby-Doo one with The Undertaker, Curse of the Speed Demon.
Mm-hmm.
The Battleground DVDs comes out. Oh my God, yes! September the 6th, The History of the Hardcore Championship 24/7.
Oh my god!
So awesome.
Finally!
So
Finally, a collection of Crash Holly!
That's freaking great.
This is the closest we're ever going to get to the best of Crash Holly.
Yeah, and the fact that that there's been, 2 women to ever win the hardcore title. Can you name them?
I remember Super Molly.
Yes, and?
Give me a second.
You'll probably never get it. If you don't know it, you'll never get it.
Fine.
One of Godfather's hoes. She.
I was actually going to say Jordan for a second.
Yeah, I want to say one of Godfather's hoes. Yeah, I'm pretty positive on that too, because I know one of the Godfather's hoes held the belt, and then I can't remember who held her down and pinned her and won it back. It's probably Crash Holly. So, oh man, oh dude, that's funny. New Day with the Rollins. That's a good picture. Man, okay, let's see. We got, obviously, SummerSlam once it's done. Yeah, you got that on there. Brock Lesnar, Eat, Sleep, Conquer, Repeat. So that's going to be a collection.
We'll be buying that.
Yeah, Night of Champions 2016 after that one comes out. That's releasing on the 1st of November. Randy Orton getting another official DVD.
Does he really needs one?
Not really. Hell in a Cell on the 29th of November. Yes, I am so happy. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. December 6th, right in time for Christmas. The true story of the Royal Rumble.
Ooh.
I am excited.
I just wish they'd re-release the anthology.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. I own the.
I wish they'd re-release the WrestleMania anthology set, the one with the first 21 WrestleManias on the double disc,
Yeah.
in Blu-ray, unedited.
Yeah.
I would re-dip for that set.
Yeah, I have the WrestleMania anthology, I have the SummerSlam anthology, and I have the Royal Rumble anthology.
I'm actually very pissed off at you right now.
The only one I don't have is Survivor Series, and I'm
still pissed off at you right now because the one I really want is the Rumble.
Yeah.
And we're both in the same boat for Survivor Series because holy fuck, man, the first 10 years of Survivor Series are just the Survivor Series matches. I miss that. I miss the format of just being that.
Yeah.
I don't want world title matches at Survivor Series. I don't want tag team matches. I want elimination style tag matches.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just I wouldn't mind having the Survivor Series set. It's never necessary. Even the SummerSlam one. I have the SummerSlam one, and I bought it because it was available to me, and I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'll get it just to have it in my collection. But the only ones I really care about are the Rumble and WrestleMania. The Rumble is my favorite pay-per-view.
It's just a classic format that we've grown up watching.
Yeah, it's my favorite pay-per-view of all time. I love that concept. Everybody loves a battle royal, and you throw a wrinkle into a battle royal. I love it. So.
And you get some great wrestlers out of it and stuff like that.
And especially considering you throw in the time aspect of, can somebody wrestle for over an hour? And in our generation, this younger generation, you don't get to see that very often because of TV timing. So to have somebody,
well, the fact that the Cruiserweight, Classic is doing 20-minute time limits in general.
Yeah.
The fact that that's a fucking thing right now.
Yeah, it's great. So I'm excited, but I'm glad I have those ones. I don't necessarily need the Survivor Series one, but yeah, though I'm excited though. That true story of the Royal Rumble. I want to know where it came from. Who thought of it in the first place? I really don't know, and I'm kind of.
How it went from being this one shot on USA to becoming the second or third biggest pay-per-view in the company.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, so we shall see what happens, man. I'm excited for that one. That one I did not know was coming out, so that's pretty cool, I gotta say.
Any other good anthologies that they're putting out?
Nah, nothing that I can see. So.
Man, they really had some better shows back in the day, like some better collections. I mean, there's a reason why I have a full shelf of fucking wrestling DVDs.
You know what? I would love to see. I would love to see them do something like eventually down the line, because I know like right now, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I would hope that they would do something for them combined down the line. Because this rivalry, I mean, they've only been up on the main roster for a little over a year, Owens has. Or right around a year, because was it SummerSlam that he faced Cena and beat Cena, or whatever?
I'm sorry, I just got a phone call from Boobs, and I had to tell him that I'm in a meeting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he called me too, I didn't answer.
What? I mean, he does realize we record the show, right?
I don't know, I guess.
We'll see what that. And plus, I don't like getting phone calls after 10 o'clock.
Yeah, no, I get you. Makes sense. But yeah, I would hope that they would eventually put a DVD out with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens combined, because you really, unless something,
a rivalries DVD.
Yeah, I mean, definitely have to do something with them together, because right now you can't have one without the other. You can't. You just can't. Eventually, Owens maybe will be on his own. I don't think Sami Zayn will ever really get to that point. It's just the way, at least for now, the way they're booking him. Owens will. I really think Owens will, and possibly within the next year, because of the brand split.
Owens is one of the most protected heels in the business right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what anyone says. They're protecting him the way they book him.
Yeah. I'm hoping that he gets that world title. I really think he should. Him versus because they're both on Raw, unfortunately. I would rather see that him go against Dean Ambrose than I would going up to the main. The only thing is, if Balor wins, then you'd have him go against Balor, because I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't want to see him against Rollins, but it doesn't necessarily excite me the way if it was Balor again from NXT rivalry bringing it up.
I just want to see Kevin Owens fuck everyone up.
Pretty much, yeah. So, oh man, yeah. I would love to see even like a Rick Martel DVD, dude. Like I love the documentaries, dude. I love hearing people talk story and things like that. I mean, it would be nice to see something if somebody were able to do a documentary on many of the Hall of Famers. Like, seriously.
You know what? Let's say they don't do a documentary, but let's say they do something like the greatest superstars of the 80s that they did. Remember that DVD set?
Yeah.
Let's say they do a volume 2 finally.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Why can't we do that with, guys like Big Boss Man and Rick Martel and Tito Santana, guys that we all focused on and watched, or Davey Boy Smith and stuff like that?
Yeah, it would be nice. It would definitely be nice. All right, I'm getting a message now. So after you got a phone call from the Boobs and I got a phone call from the Boobs is now trying to get on the phone here with us. Should we add him in?
Yeah, why not?
All right, hang on.
I told him we were doing the show, so.
Hang on 1 second. Let me get him in here and see if he answers the phone. Is this the Boobs speaking?
It might be. How y'all doing?
Good, brother. Boobs from Pro Wrestling 24/7, part of NBC Sports Radio.
I have a secret that I want to confess right now, right here on your show.
Congratulations on your new baby! No, I'm kidding.
No, Midnight Confessions. I am a closeted Cruiserweight Classic fan.
Why do you have to be closeted? We freaking mark out about it. We spent the whole first hour talking about it.
That's such a great freaking program, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Dude, I think the big thing about that is it proves that Triple H knows something about professional wrestling that Vince McMahon forgot or lost sight of back because they became so big.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we have NXT and the CWC right now.
Yeah, and is it me, or do you guys think that the CWC could be its own brand? That's it. That's what it's about. All this different competition from all over the world in this weight class for that title.
I would love them to do this every fucking year as a way for us to see more talent.
I would just love to see them do this type of thing in general, where we're seeing guys we don't normally see, and WWE gives them a shot. And maybe if they get enough of fan reaction, we'll send them to NXT for a while and see what happens.
How awesome was Gallagher?
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. They basically tried to steal the show, but then Gargano and Ciampa went on after them.
How awesome was Eichner? Let's not ignore
Yeah, and Eichner. Yeah, Eichner killed
both
it.
of those guys deserve a contract, in my opinion.
That's what we were saying too.
You know, and to be honest, there's a lot of guys that walked out of there on the losing side that really,
Yeah.
I did not know that these guys were out there and they were that damn good.
Yeah, we were saying there was only one clusterfuck of a match over the course of the first round, and that was Noam Dar and one of the Serra brothers.
That was that Harv last night, this week?
Yeah, that would have been Harv Serra. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know if it was so much on Harv's part or No's part of.
It looked like it was more Gnome.
Harv actually had a decent match. So, and also the next round is going to be even worse because we got Dar and Ho Ho Lun.
Well, the thing is like with that particular match you're speaking on, what I noticed was dude was botching and Shera was getting pissed off about it. And you could see it. It was in his face, in the way he was hitting and the hits he was at one point in the corner there, he just smacked the shit out of him like he just screwed up. You know, we're out here to show the people that we are the best among the best of cruiserweights. I'm going to tell you what, I seen the Bollywood boys on those Global Force tapings out in Vegas, dude, and both the Shearers, they're going to get a contract, dude, because the Bollywood boys is something you can bring into NXT.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, give them that opportunity because they're a tag team, not a singles guy.
Yeah.
So we got them as a tag team and bring them into NXT, get them a little bit of a WWE polish, and then put them on one of the brands and give them a shot, give them the opportunity because they've made a name for themselves all over the world. They're from India, and you know they are the World Wrestling Federation. They're the only wrestling promotion with their own damn network. Think about that.
Yeah.
And they own a whole bunch of other wrestling promotions that are on their own damn network. So it's interesting.
Yeah, you know what? There was a rumor floating around recently. I heard. I don't know if anybody else has heard this yet. And again, it's nothing confirmed or nothing. But the Brass and supposedly the Brass and Ring of Honor is trying to talk with WWE about putting some of their back catalog on the WWE network as a way to cross promote, which would be amazing. It'd be amazing.
Oh God, please.
So
please, I just want a shitload of Daniel Bryan matches.
Yeah.
What if the future for us holds the WWE network actually becoming just that? Like the best promotions that are out there have programming on the channel and they start scheduling their shows and shit.
Screw that. What happens if Vince just offers a big enough wad of cash to ROH?
And buys them out and makes it a WWE under their umbrella?
Pretty much, it turns NXT into ROH, or ROH into NXT even.
I would keep Ring of Honor as its own entity and don't tell anybody. Same thing like I've said in the past with WCW. Just let Ring of Honor be and just be like silent partner.
Yeah, be the guy financing it, making sure production's good, getting high quality talent, and you know, give them some kind.
Some of the guys they would get friggin' War Machine.
Yeah, well, I mean, even
they put out the contracts too.
Well,
Bobby Fish.
Well, you know the Evolve thing right now. It sounds like in the next few weeks we might be seeing Heath Slater go wrestle in Evolve because he's the free agent character right now. So Evolve already has a partnership with WWE. I could see Evolve putting their stuff up on the network eventually.
I just want to see it be all for real, and for me, if the network could become something like we had all different promotions from around the globe on there, different styles of wrestling and stuff all come together, all the products there for us to watch, then that makes it better for wrestling fans because now we've got a little bit of this British wrestling that they do, and I kind of like that catch as catch can style of wrestling. And
God, that was so much fun.
Gallagher, I mean, he wrestled a smart match, and some of the way he would stand there and like think about a counter and then shake off the counter, and I mean, it was entertaining as hell. It's like, okay, I'm in this wrist lock. How do I get out of it? No, don't want to do that. No, don't think that would be a good enough way to do it.
It was like a beautiful dance that he was doing in the ring, and then Eichner brought it back down to earth every time.
Yeah, it was that mind game, and in the end, the great technical wrestler went over the guy that had the power, but the guy who had the power was trained by Alex Wright, so we know he's got some legit background of a guy that has merit and worth as a professional wrestler.
Triple jump moonsault. That's all I'm gonna say.
And then he comes out doing the dance and shit. That's just messed up. That was like the worst part. All the dancing crap was not cool. Michael Jackson, that wasn't cool. I'm just saying, there's some gimmicks there I didn't like.
No, some of them there, yeah. But so far, I mean, again, that's the CWC has just been amazing, and we've probably said it now. At least I know I've said it quite a few times. Just this show alone, it is a great time to be a fan of professional wrestling.
There's a lot of things going on in the world of wrestling that are a great time. Dude, how far out are we from SummerSlam?
Less than 2 weeks.
No, 2.5 weeks.
When's the last time we had a complete SummerSlam card before the show went on air?
I don't know. I honestly, I think it is.
Very final, that last Thursday night show before the pay-per-view, that card has never been complete for a long time. For a few years now, we've not known what's going to happen. Or we get 3-4 matches and that's it. And the rest is just there. We don't know why. This year's SummerSlam card is stacked. It's a freaking.
I know. I can't wait to go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So the official date of.
Hey, guess who's gonna see Shinsuke Nakamura versus Samoa Joe boobs?
That guy.
Hey, boobs! Guess who's going to ROH Final Battle to see Cody Rhodes?
That guy.
Yeah, official date of SummerSlam is August 21st, just so everybody else knows.
And Scott's got to be that guy, right, Daniel?
Yep.
Yeah, and would you agree that it's that guy, right, Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
Yep.
Anyway, check this shit. Nick Anthony and I were talking, and he said they haven't got a defined card, a few matches, and I'm like, wait. So, from memory, what I know they've announced, we got a Universal Championship match. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor. Is this when the Balor Club comes together, guys?
Yeah, I have a feeling there's gonna be a double switch.
I think Finn Balor is going to become the champion.
And he's gonna heel turn, and Rollins is gonna be babyface.
Yep. And we got a WWE World Heavyweight, which is what they seem to be calling it, the World Heavyweight Championship. Ambrose Ziggler. This is a dream match for most fans. So don't matter who wins here, the fans are going to win in this match. I really think this is going to be a good match.
Finding that mean streak in Dolph Ziggler. Yep.
Yeah, Ambrose will pull that out.
Yeah, we were talking. Yeah, we were talking earlier about Cruz and the Miz and how the Miz is becoming the ring veteran now.
Yeah, and you know what? It's pretty cool.
You got the women's title rematch.
Sausage Charlotte. That's going to be awesome. I got a speculative match. I wrote this in, but it looks like it could be with what New Day did, or what happened to Big E at the hands of Anderson and Gallows. I think Kofi and Xavier are got to step up and actually challenge, because I think Big E needs to be out.
Well, and I think that's why they're going to drop the title now. Like I had a feeling they were going to drop the titles in general at SummerSlam, but to not have your big guy in there against the two biggest men on Raw, essentially, granted not counting Braun Strowman.
Right.
He needs to shave that beard.
Yeah. I like his new look, though. I gotta say, I think the
idea of slicking back the hair is great, but it doesn't go with the beard anymore.
Yeah.
Well, he needs to, cut out the center of the beard or something and get.
No, he needs to trim it, where it's just maybe only what Daniel Bryan has.
Okay.
Or pull it
nice and flush against the skin, but it's still a full beard.
Or pull a Jim Neidhart and have, or Hugh Morris and have him freaking do the braid or something, just the thing in the front.
You know what? They could do that, showing he's still a member of the Wyatt family.
I don't want him to be a member of the Wyatt family anymore.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Anyway, the match is 15 years in the making, man. Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton.
Yeah, because they've only faced off one time, I think, on a SmackDown, ever.
Yeah, so nobody.
No, give a shitto.
Okay. We got the U.S. Championship bout, which is going to happen because, Roman Reigns is going to get his reward for being Roman Reigns and taking a backseat to Seth Rollins.
I don't think he has much of a choice because Seth Rollins is that much better. Yeah. This is what Roman Reigns needs, though. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Reigns needs to be reined in a little.
Yeah.
And go against a guy that, can probably teach him a thing or two because, fucking Rusev.
Yeah, and go ahead and let him have Rusev chase the belt for a little bit, because for some reason we like Rusev as the U.S. champion. I mean,
I like Rusev as anything.
Yeah, and that's, I think, something that is there. And he's also married to one of the hottest pieces of talent in WWE. Apollo Crews and The Miz, man. Is this where Miz is going to drop the title to the rookie and they're going to give Crews this IC belt?
I hope.
We can see. And then
honestly, I think this is a good vehicle for Crews.
Yeah.
On SmackDown.
And then we have the grudge match that will go down between AJ Styles and John Cena. And if John Cena loses, he's going to have to come on Monday or Tuesday night SmackDown after SummerSlam and admit that AJ Styles is better than him.
What time is it, Boobs?
What time is what?
What time is it, Boobs?
What time is it?
Time to beat up John Cena.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the best time of the day, isn't it, though? It's my favorite thing to do. Beat up John's. # beat up John Cena. You see Cena, that promo spot, Cena was like, AJ Styles had Cena on the verge of laughter. He couldn't even look at Styles when he was giving the promo. It was so funny. And I think they're
having a lot of fun with this shit. That's what shows.
I think so. And you know what? I think that people don't realize that AJ's out there being like the most non-AJ Styles. He is not. You know, the character we see on TV is not the real AJ Styles, and we know that. He's nothing like the guy you see on TV at all. He's the biggest prick in the world. And that's when AJ Styles is at his best, when he's the biggest dick on the show. And he is going to get a title run with that belt. Ain't no doubt about it.
He better.
Let him have a run.
He better. That's the only thing I'd say is he better.
Hey, what better place than SmackDown to do it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, because and do you guys think that the two brands, there is actually a significance? One, the way the rings are positioned and stuff are different.
You got the perch, the commentator perch.
Yeah, and CW Metro style.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but you also have, if you notice the arch over the stage now, the big red arch over this Raw set, and you notice there's not so much pyro or fireworks or anything. It's just more of a dry entrance.
In-ring interviews, more in-ring interviews instead of backstage.
Oh, I love fucking interviewing the jobbers before Braun Strowman killed him.
Why are you getting into the ring with Braun Strowman? Well, because they're giving me $1,000, and if I win, I get $5,000. And and every fan out there is thinking,
you put that money into the bank.
Dude, Corey Graves was the greatest.
For your funeral.
Corey Graves was the greatest at that moment after that one because he says, "I don't think $5,000 will cover your medical bills, dummy."
Yeah, and, you know, it's a shame because the Raw team is really. I love the Raw team, and Daniel. A lot of things that I wanted to happen on Monday nights have happened, and I'm real happy about Monday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Tuesdays, does it seem like it's being presented more of the old WCW Saturday night style of program?
You watched it more than I did, so I couldn't.
But the graphics, they got now.
Yeah, I like the side thirds. I like that. It's very nice to see the side third graphics instead of lower thirds.
Okay, so we have that. There's a particular camera angle that's been annoying Nick. That wide angle from the side that doesn't take the whole ring, but it's only grabbing like 4/5 of the entire ring.
Yeah, I think that's the camera they're using on the jib.
Right.
Yeah.
So Nick's not liking that.
Yeah, it don't bother me any.
It doesn't me either, because what I noticed is that one. Most of the matches, most of everything is being done in the ring now.
Yeah, I like it.
The shows, and that's one of those things I harped on. That's old school style of presenting the show. If I ask you this, I paid you $45 for this mid-row seat, this mediocre seat here in this venue, in this second tier or whatever, and I came to see pro wrestling. So why do you ask me every time you're doing a pro wrestling show on Monday, or used to be Thursday, why are you asking me to look up at a screen and watch some TV when I came to be on TV?
Exactly.
On your show.
Makes sense.
So why not put all that shit you're doing backstage, toss it in the ring with us? We're not stupid. Put it out there in the ring. Let us see it happen before our eyes. Everything is like, all these new feuds and everything are really starting to develop on their own.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Sheamus and Who is Sheamus pissed off at right now?
Cesaro.
Yeah, and Cesaro. That's going to lead into both of those guys becoming better wrestlers in a program, and that's a program that we haven't seen a lot of.
Yeah,
and it's you know,
you're preaching the choir, man. We freaking, at least for me,
I'm loving Mondays and Tuesdays. I really am, and I do see a huge difference in the way the shows are shot. I see a difference in the presentation of Raw now over SmackDown. SmackDown's got the method ringside, whereas Raw there's not. In Raw, we're getting more outside action on all four sides of the ring, not just concentrated by that announce table. There is no Spanish announce table or German announce table or any other foreign announce table at ringside on either show, and that is beautiful.
Wait for the pay-per-views; they'll be back.
No, they're doing the tandem stuff.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
And by the way, I predict that these will not be. This will be SmackDown and Raw present SummerSlam.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the rest of them will be branded, but the four big ones are never going. And I guarantee you that on the four big ones, they're gonna to make it work. If they had WrestleMania, and in 4 hours, 2 hours of it was just the Raw matches, 2 hours of it was just the SmackDown brand matches, or you know what I mean? You have to figure out how so each brand is its own segment of the show.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens, man. Yeah, we're getting down to the end of our time here. We're just hitting about the 2 hour mark for us, and I'm gonna piss off Scott because I'm gonna go see Suicide Squad here in a few minutes. So that'll be for next week. Hopefully, Scott's.
That's when you can't do overtime. I thought it was just because I came up.
No, I actually have to go jump in a line and go wait for a couple hours.
I hope you get front row.
Thanks. Asshole.
Well, I hope he gets front row for Guar.
Oh, God help me. I don't even ever want to see Guar just because I've heard things.
Guar is awesome.
Yeah, but it's just as bad as, like, going to a Rocky Horror Picture Show live. I hear it's like...
It's worse. They dismember people. They cut off genitalia and...
Is Guar still around after the lead singer died?
Yeah, no, they are. They have another, I want to say it was, they brought in a female to be the lead singer of Guar.
So now they have a sadistic bitch.
Yeah.
Around murder and things.
Yeah.
Hey, if Arch Enemy could do it and make it sound amazing, I don't see why Guar can't.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, apparently, let's see, Guar tour. Let's see if they're touring.
What the hell is Axl Rose on tour with AC?
Yes, in 2 weeks, on the Saturday before SummerSlam, they will be in Richmond, Virginia for Guarbecue 2016.
For what?
Guarbecue 2016.
That sounds disgusting.
So, yeah, I can't tell. I don't know. Dude, they have a whole website with their mythos and everything on it, so that's kind of...
I'm not following the band no more.
That's kind of awesome.
When I was younger.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I don't see a chick in the group here, but maybe I'm wrong. I can't tell.
Remember when Guar was on friggin' Jerry Springer?
So, yeah, that was funny.
Daniel, Scott, I have just 2 words for you about that. Not seeing a chick. Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, gosh. Good Lord. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to go jump in line for Suicide Squad. Scott's going to go off and get pissed off at me and want to punch me the first time he sees me because of it.
On top of all the other times I want to punch you.
Whoa.
Exactly. And
who do you get to see in a brief few weeks?
who?
Shinsuke Nakamura.
And who?
Bobby Roode.
Samoa Joe.
And I like that. I like that one, Scott. I like that one better.
Yeah.
It would be nice if it was Nakamura. That would be a better main event. But yeah. So why are you upset at Daniel?
Because I get to go see Suicide Squad.
No, I have Daniel has a running tab with me of how many times I'm going to punch him and beat him, and all the other stuff I'm going to do when I finally meet him.
Yeah, most of the time it's either I've seen movies before him or I haven't seen movies, and he goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be there. We're gonna record that shit, put that up on that Thug Life website.
No, jeez. World star.
Yeah, World Star.
Oh man. All right. Well.
motherfuckers!
Yeah.
Daniel Correa suffers 52 blows to the face from Scott NDX in 30 seconds.
Damn, that's good hand speed there. Shit.
Yeah.
Just fast forward the footage.
That's funny. Yeah, time lapse.
Yeah, kayfabe it.
Shoot.
Yeah, it's like this video is time lapse from 1 hour.
That's funny. All right. Well, thanks, Boobs, for calling in, man. Good talking to you again on the air here. Shoot.
You're welcome. And for those out there, I'm going to start a foundation for those out there that are addicted to the Cruiserweight Classic so that we can get it made a permanent part of the WWE programming schedule.
That'd be nice.
I'm sure that petition would do better than, destroy Rotten Tomatoes.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. All right. Well, we'll see you around, Boobs, for Scott NDX out in New York City, which I got to come out with a better nickname for him now that we've been calling him the Advocating Jew for a while. If you have suggestions, please send them in to our Instagram or
Black Rainbow of Hate.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We can call him that. That's his nickname already.
The Black Rainbow of Hate himself.
We've done that for years.
Yeah, so, but yeah, be sure, Gorilla Blood Radio, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Scott is also there, Scott NDX on Instagram.
Daniel,
Yes.
you can introduce him as the only guy you know that's afraid of a pizza oven.
What?
The only guy you know that's afraid of a pizza oven, or a wood-fired pizza oven.
Why? What? I'm confused.
Yes, it's a bad joke.
Okay. Man, I love being a turtle. I don't know why the hell that popped into my head. All right then. Well, yes, Scott NDX on Instagram, nexusdx.deviantart.com, right? Yes.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yay, go support all that stuff too. And then also too, since we got the Boobs here, might as well give a plug. ProWrestling247.com now, I hear.
.com.
They got the upgrade, so they're
You gotta do it the right way.
yeah.
PW247.com, man.
So yeah, so check that out.
.net.com and PW247NET, of course.
Yep.
.net.
So check it out. Pro Wrestling 24/7. All right then, guys. We will be talking to y'all next week. Enjoy the weekend. Go watch some of the Olympics. I know I will be. So enjoy it.
You won't be watching wrestling.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think wrestling is in the Olympics until next Olympic year, which sucks. So, all right. Night, everybody.